Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I am your host, Ginny. Today, we're diving into some exciting updates from around Hong Kong and beyond. First up, Tropical Storm Wutip is gradually weakening as it moves inland over Guangdong, but its outer rainbands are still bringing heavy showers and strong winds to our city. The number 3 typhoon warning remains in effect, with some hope that weather conditions will improve later today. The Hong Kong Observatory is keeping a close eye on the skies, and we might see a change in signals soon. Temperatures are expected to stay warm, ranging from 27 to 32 degrees Celsius, so stay safe and dry. Next, let's talk about the booming rental market here in Hong Kong. With over 120,000 newcomers from mainland China, rental prices have surged by about 6% this year. Areas near universities are feeling the pinch even more. Students are facing high costs, often exceeding their budgets, due to a shortage of affordable housing. Interestingly, with falling mortgage rates, more students and young professionals are considering buying instead of renting. Experts predict that this upward trend in rental prices will continue through 2025, so it's definitely a market to watch. Finally, on a more personal note, Hong Kong fathers are breaking away from tradition to build stronger bonds with their children. Through initiatives like the Dads Network, younger dads are engaging in activities like camping and sports, creating unforgettable memories. Despite busy work schedules and challenges, these dads understand the importance of early bonding. Their efforts are making a real difference, especially as we approach Father's Day. Please continue to watch for more detailed stories and updates. South China Morning Post vividly reports that Tropical Storm Wutip, known as Butterfly in Cantonese, continues to influence Hong Kong's weather, maintaining a number 3 typhoon warning into early Sunday afternoon. The storm, although weakening as it moves inland over Guangdong, still unleashes powerful rainbands and strong winds that lash the city's coastlines and urban areas. The Hong Kong Observatory warns residents to stay away from the shoreline and water activities, as the seas remain tumultuous with dangerous swells. While Wutip is expected to dissipate by early next week, its remnants could still bring heavy showers to Guangdong, with an active southwesterly airflow potentially causing thunderstorms. The forecast promises a gradual improvement with an incoming anticyclone, bringing clearer skies, milder winds, and temperatures hovering between 27 and 32 degrees Celsius. The South China Morning Post also paints a compelling picture of Hong Kong's soaring rental prices, driven by a surge of mainland students and professionals flocking to the city. Wang Ruoshuo, a 21-year-old student from Hefei, finds herself shocked by the sky-high rents in Hongkong, where she and her friends struggle to find affordable 2-bedroom flats within their 7,000 Hong Kong dollars to 8,000 Hong Kong dollars per person budget. The influx of over 120,000 mainlanders, including students and talent scheme workers, has sent rental prices soaring, with some districts near universities experiencing jumps of over 7%. The average rent per square foot has hit a 6-year high, and experts predict continued growth of around 5% annually through 2025. The government's increased quotas for non-local students, alongside policies attracting talent, have intensified demand, creating a booming market for student-specific accommodations and pushing rents to new heights. As mortgage rates fall, a potential shift from renting to buying could reshape the market, but for now, the city's housing crunch remains a significant challenge for many. Finally, the South China Morning Post highlights a heartwarming shift in Hong Kong's paternal landscape, where younger fathers are breaking traditional molds to forge deeper bonds with their children. Alan Ha Wing-on, co-founder of the Dads Network, explains that modern dads face the dual challenges of demanding work schedules and limited parenting skills, yet they are eager to connect more meaningfully with their kids. The NGO's efforts, including camping trips and community activities, have fostered over 10,000 father-child interactions, leading to treasured moments like a rainy camping night that sparked heartfelt conversations. fathers like Ronald Lee and Con Arif share stories of how participating in group activities such as sports and outdoor adventures has helped them understand their children better and build lasting relationships. The organization's focus on early bonding and creating supportive communities demonstrates a promising cultural shift, emphasizing the importance of active fatherhood in nurturing stronger family ties amid Hong Kong's busy urban life. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's virtual insurer 1degree is making impressive strides in the Middle East, having signed 20 contracts since 2023. The company's success is largely attributed to its advanced cybersecurity and comprehensive underwriting framework, which has allowed it to insure digital assets for many licensed companies in Dubai, including exchanges and custody providers. 1degree's strategic partnership with Dubai Insurance, along with investments from the regional insurer, has propelled its expansion into neighboring markets like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Oman. The company is also developing innovative products, such as mining risk insurance and smart contract wallets, aiming to leverage the Middle East as a springboard for further growth into Africa and Europe, amid a regional push to diversify economies away from oil reliance into finance, technology, and renewable energy. Nikkei Asia vividly captures Taiwan's rich cultural tapestry, contrasting its high-tech reputation with its deep-rooted traditions. The narrative follows a vibrant road trip through northern Taiwan, starting from Taoyuan and exploring Taipei's blend of modernity and history, highlighting Dihua Street's old-world charm and the grandeur of Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. The journey continues through scenic coastal landscapes, the surreal rock formations of Yelu Geo Park, and the lively Tam Sui Old Street, where the group indulges in local delicacies like bubble tea and taro ice cream while watching a stunning sunset at Fisherman's Wharf. The trip culminates with a visit to Jiufan's nostalgic Japanese-era architecture and a soak in Jiaoxi's geothermal springs, revealing Taiwan's layered history and cultural resilience. The narrative emphasizes that Taiwan's identity is a simmering blend of tradition and innovation, with its culinary and artistic scenes offering a vivid mosaic of global influences and local roots. South China Morning Post also details how Hong Kong's travel industry is adjusting to recent geopolitical and safety concerns, leading to a notable drop in tour prices and a shift in popular destinations. Responding to increased flight capacity and travelers' cautious attitude towards Japan, fueled by earthquake fears and social media rumors, tour operators have lowered prices on group tours to alternative Asian destinations like South Korea, Vietnam, and mainland China. For example, tours to Vietnam are now approximately 10% cheaper than last summer, and South Korean packages have seen significant price reductions, with demand rebounding strongly. Meanwhile, Japan's tourism industry faces an 80% decline in bookings due to safety concerns, despite cheaper flights and off-peak rates. Industry leaders anticipate a cautious summer, with many travelers opting for self-planned trips or exploring less risky destinations, reflecting a broader trend of travelers balancing adventure with safety amid ongoing regional uncertainties. South China Morning Post reports that newly elected South Korean President Lee Jae-myung is seeking to soften tensions with North Korea by halting propaganda loudspeaker broadcasts along the border and turning to China for diplomatic support. In a phone call with Chinese President Xi Jinping, Lee urged China to play a constructive role in denuclearizing the Korean peninsula, though the Chinese Foreign Ministry's statement notably omitted this part, reflecting China's cautious stance of maintaining regional stability without openly siding with Seoul. Analysts suggest that China's nuanced approach aims to balance its strategic interests, supporting peace and stability while avoiding direct confrontation with North Korea, especially amid concerns over Pyongyang's recent military activities, such as deploying troops to aid Russia in Ukraine. Beijing's relationship with North Korea remains complex, as it seeks to sustain strategic partnerships with both Pyongyang and Seoul, and its involvement will likely depend on U.S.-North Korea relations, which are currently strained with renewed sanctions and military drills that Beijing criticizes for regional instability. South China Morning Post also details the deep-rooted history of Hong Kong's mosaic tiles, revealing how these seemingly simple materials embody a layered cultural narrative. Artist Adrian Wong Hoen's fascination with the mismatched, layered tiles, often a shortcut used by contractors to save costs, captures the city's charm, turning imperfections into artistic expression. This nostalgia for vintage Hong Kong is fueling a renaissance of interest in traditional design elements, with many restaurateurs and interior designers sourcing old-fashioned mosaic tiles to evoke the city's golden era. The story traces the origins of these tiles back to the early colonial period, when British factories mass-produced them during the Industrial Revolution, influenced by the arts and crafts movement. These tiles, often imported from Europe or locally produced in Tuen Mun, became a hallmark of Hong Kong's architecture, seen in iconic buildings, schools, and even the early MTR stations, where their durability and vibrant patterns provided both practicality and a distinctive aesthetic. Today, the renewed appreciation for mosaic tiles reflects a broader cultural longing for Hong Kong's nostalgic past, blending craftsmanship, history, and modern design. The report also covers Hong Kong's rugby team's recent match, where coach Andrew Douglas expressed disappointment despite a commanding 43-10 victory over the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. Douglas's high standards revealed his frustration with the team's sloppy start, poor handling, and rushed decisions that marred what should have been a straightforward win. Although the team dominated physically, highlighted by star prop Sunia Famido's impactful performance, the coach emphasized the need for improvement, noting that errors and silly mistakes prevented a more polished performance. The match showcased Hong Kong's strength in forward power and strategic execution, with key players like Worley and Denmark contributing crucial tries. Looking ahead, team captain Andrew Semple remains optimistic, confident that their progress against strong opponents like South Korea will serve as a foundation for future success. Despite the victory, Douglas's critique underscores the team's relentless pursuit of excellence, aiming to refine their skills and elevate their game in upcoming fixtures. The South China Morning Post introduces Asolan's latest coffee table book, Father and Child, a compelling tribute to modern fatherhood through the lens of photographer Claiborne Swanson Frank. The book features intimate portraits of notable fathers such as Italian designer Brunello Cucinelli, NFL star Eli Manning, and renowned climber Jimmy Chin, each accompanied by heartfelt quotes that explore the profound bond between fathers and their children. As a successor to Swanson Frank's acclaimed Mother and Child, this collection offers a moving and humorous reflection on aging, family, and the enduring beauty of shared experiences, promising to resonate across generations and stand the test of time. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post also shares the story of Sonic Saturday, Taylor Swift's close friend and fashion entrepreneur behind Saturday House. Known for her quirky high-quality Birkin bag replicas with witty phrases, Saturday's journey began as a personal expression of style during her college days in Los Angeles. Her passion turned into a thriving business in 2014, despite legal hurdles from the fashion industry giants. Saturday's clientele includes celebrities like Young Miami and Christina Milian, and her bags have even appeared on Netflix's Selling Sunset. A former celebrity stylist with a private life, Saturday has successfully cultivated a strong online presence while maintaining her personal privacy, exemplifying her entrepreneurial spirit and creative resilience. Lastly, the South China Morning Post highlights Cassie Ho, a Vietnamese-American YouTuber and Taylor Swift's favorite fitness influencer, who transformed her passion for Pilates into the booming athleisure brand PopFlex. Initially studying biology on a full scholarship, Ho's journey took a dramatic turn when she started posting workout videos on YouTube in 2009, quickly amassing over 10 million subscribers. Her brand, now sold at Target, represents her lifelong dream of fashion design, a goal inspired by her struggles to find stylish, functional workout gear. Ho's story is one of perseverance and innovation, supported by her marriage to Sam Livitz, her COO and longtime partner, illustrating her rise from a college student to a successful entrepreneur and role model in fitness and fashion. South China Morning Post vividly captures the ongoing debate surrounding Hong Kong's enforcement of illegal building works among luxury homeowners. At the Red Hill Peninsula estate, authorities have issued fines totaling over 110,000 Hong Kong dollars to two property owners who admitted to unauthorized constructions, including swimming pools and basements, in a community plagued by widespread illegal structures. Experts argue that these penalties are too lenient and fail to serve as effective deterrents, especially given the maximum legal fines of 400,000 Hong Kong dollars and potential imprisonment. Lawmakers and professionals alike call for a reassessment of the legal framework, emphasizing that harsher penalties and clearer enforcement are essential to combat the persistent problem of illegal constructions, which pose safety risks and undermine regulatory authority. Despite legal actions, the low sentences highlight a disconnect between law enforcement and the severity of the violations, prompting calls for legislative amendments that would impose stricter punishments, including hefty fines and jail time, to send a more compelling message to offenders. The South China Morning Post also discusses the upcoming 2025 National Games, revealing plans for a sophisticated ticketing system that might incorporate real name registration to curb scalping and ensure fair access. The Hong Kong office is exploring how to implement measures such as transfer restrictions and identity verification, aiming to balance affordability with security. Ticket prices are expected to range from a few dozen to 500 Hong Kong dollars, depending on the event's prestige and seating. The event will be a major regional gathering, with nearly 5,000 athletes, referees, and officials from mainland China expected to stay in local hotels, and the organizers are actively engaging travel agencies to promote tourism across the Greater Bay Area. This ambitious effort aims to maximize the event's impact, encouraging both local participation and international visitation, while safeguarding the integrity of ticket sales through technological and administrative measures. Meanwhile, South China Morning Post paints a compelling portrait of He Jiankui, the controversial scientist infamous for creating the world's first gene-edited babies. Now in a state of limbo, he is contemplating relocating to the United States to continue his pioneering but ethically fraught research into human genome editing, despite facing global condemnation and strict Chinese regulations banning such activities. His plans are complicated by bureaucratic hurdles, including the rejection of his passport renewal, which hampers his ability to leave China. He remains defiant, leveraging social media to rally support and promote his vision of future genetic engineering, even as mainstream science condemns his work as dangerous and unethical. His personal life intertwines with his ambitions, with his wife barred from entering China and his new ventures driven by private funding and a desire to influence public opinion. Despite setbacks and legal repercussions, his unwavering belief in the potential of gene editing underscores a broader debate about scientific ethics, innovation, and the boundaries of human intervention in evolution. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
News breaks, buzz the ground, stories spin, walls come down, voices merge in the sound, faces mix in the crowd. Broadcasters paint the scene, world events on our screen, every link a different theme, words collide in the stream. 6 degrees connect the dots, background stories more than us. Hear the voices rise aloft, truth unveils in every spot. Cultures clash across the globe, spin the threads in a strobe. Every story wears a robe, truth and lies in their code. Journalists dig real deep, secrets out, they don't sleep. Every angle they will keep, in the news we take a leap. New perspectives day by day, hidden truths come to play. In the background shades of gray, every story finds its way. New perspectives day by day,